Welcome, one and all, to this production of the Anime Uzumaki 1118, and it's time to talk about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Yes, today is the day that everybody's voting out for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. A lot of talk. Anime of the Year, Best Boy, Best Girl, Best Protagonist, Best Antagonist. The list goes on and on. Now, for this special video, I like to give you guys my prediction. My prediction / reaction of what should I suspect who should win these categories. And then, once the show starts and it ends, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts overall on the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Now, last year was unanimous. Jujutsu Kaisen took it. It may not win all the categories, but Anime of the Year is the cornerstone of all things, like the big trophy. The biggest trophy ever is Anime of the Year. That is the top. You can have one award. You can win any one of these. But Anime of the Year was the keystone of all things. Jujutsu Kaisen took it. So now we're in this year Crunchyroll Anime Awards. And I gotta say, we had some great anime last year. We had some great ones. Shows that makes us cry. Shows that makes us want to say, that's best husbando, that's best waifu. There were moments that broke the internet. And there were moments that we talk about on a regular basis, and still to this day we have talked about them. That's the best opening, that's the best ending, that's the best fight scene. And there were moments that we still talking about it through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. Now how am I looking at this? Well, on my PS5, I'm looking at this list right now, and I gotta say, I'm loving this list. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save Anime of the Year for last. I'm saving it for last because that's the big talk about it. So I'm just gonna go towards the bottom right here where it says Best Boy of the Year. Now I'm not gonna play the video, so I'm just gonna look at the list. Okay, so nominees for Best Boy. We got Senku from Dr. Stone, Izumi from Hiramura, Boji from Ranking of Kings, Odakawa from Odd Taxi, Draken, and Mikey from Tokyo Avengers. Now, again, this is my prediction here. This is my bold statement. For Best Boy, I'm surprised. Okay, I was joking about Kiryu from Redo of Healer. But if Redo of Healer was ever nominated for one of these categories, I would have voted anyway. But that's a different story. Anyway, I'm looking at Best Boy, and I gotta say, the best one that could take this, I gotta say Mikey. I gotta say Mikey from the Tokyo Avengers, because the thing is, don't get me wrong, Senku's up there, but Draken and Mikey were the two most talked about characters in Tokyo Avengers. Fuck the MC, though. Then you got Boji from Ranking of Kings, props to the little boy, I get it, but when I think about Mikey is one of the most talked about characters in Tokyo Avengers. You know how, in any anime show, it's always the MC, but Mikey has surpassed so much in Tokyo Avengers to a point where we're like, he gotta win. And Draken, I like Draken too, but I gotta give it to Mikey. Mikey needs to win. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm gonna click confirm. Okay. Next category. Best Girl. This is where it defines the best girl of the series. So let me just look at this. Vendala from 86. Toru Honda from Fruits Basket. Noburo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Ayano from Wonder Egg Priority. Sarasa from Kagigi Shoujo. And Komi from Komi Can't Communicate. Now, this is what I'm going to debate about this, guys. If you ask me who's best girl, who should win best girl, I gotta give it to Komi. Komi Can't Communicate. Look, I have a soft spot for the shy girls. I love them. Look at Sumi, for example. I look at Komi and I'm like, it's her personality that speaks to me, and the way how she tried to talk And the little cat's ear that she pops up on her head. So adorable. And she tried so hard throughout the 12 episodes I've watched, trying to make friends. That's her goal, make 100 friends. Even her communication is so she tried, all she does is, and she has like, Kevin, she is so freaking hot for best girl. Now, don't get me wrong. Toru Honda is second. Because I'm on second season of Fruits Basket. And I know how Toru Honda works. Her backstory explains it all. I like it. And Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, I wish Maki was there. Like, I wish Maki was there. But Komi from Can't Communicate, she has to win. The definition of a shy girl is right here. And I gotta go with Komi Can't Communicate. So I'm voting for her. Okay. Next category. Best Protagonist. Eren Yeager. Yuji. Otokawa. Joe from Megalobox. Boji. Iota from Wonder Egg. Here's what I'm gonna say this. Just by the 6. I'll put him in some order. Joe from Megalobox. No. He ain't gonna win. That's a fact. Joe ain't winning. Come on, guys. Let's be honest. You're gonna put Joe over Boji from Ranking of the Kings? You're gonna put Joe from Megalobox over Yuji? You're gonna put Joe over the great and iconic main character of Attack on Titan, Eren Yeager? You see what I'm getting at? So I'm looking at this character, I'm looking at this list, and I gotta say, I gotta give it to Eren Yeager. Yuji is second. Like, if I look at this best protagonist, it's like, it's not even tough. It's somewhat tough between Yuji and Eren, but Eren, like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. I may not be a huge Attack on Titan fan, but as I watch Attack on Titan, I see Eren grow as a character. Protagonist-wise, he's up there. He's up there among the greatest protagonists out there. Luffy, Naruto, Yusuke Urameshi. You know, there's so many shonen protagonists out there that's up there. You know what I mean? Like, he's up there among the greatest. He belongs in the inner sanctum among the greatest protagonists. He's up there. So, it's not even like... And then look at Yuji. Yuji's up there, but Eren freaking Yeager. The name personifies everything. Like, with Attack on Titan... I'm going back to Attack on Titan for a bit. You can ask yourself, what is the greatest Attack on... who's your favorite Attack on Titan male character? I guarantee you the first people that come to who they think of is either Eren or Levi. But Eren's one. So my pick is for Eren Yeager. He gotta win. Okay. Best antagonist. Okay, best antagonist. Let's see what we got. Eren Yeager. Eren Yeager, Shigaraki, Echida from Ray Zero, Yano from Odd Taxi, Kisaki from Tokyo Avengers, and Adam from Skate. Now, I've seen Odd Taxi. I can see why he fits the antagonist level. Adam from Skate the Infinity. I love Skate. I remember going to Anime NYC when I had a Skate meetup. There were a lot of the red-haired guy's name. I forgot his name. Reiki. I could be wrong. I'm messing up the name. But still. But I met one cosplayer who dressed as Adam. It was fantastic. Adam is a pretty good antagonist. But then I look at Shigaraki. And you guys, and I'm a sucker for My Hero Academia. I love My Hero Academia. Shigaraki defines the antagonist on a high standard. Not low, high. And this guy right here, Shigaraki, his backstory and his fight, Shigaraki plays the villain really well. But then, Eren Yeager. You see, this is the thing. That's why I like Eren. Eren gets the W in terms of protagonist and antagonist. He's the anti-hero of all anime. Like, when you think of anti-heroes, you're thinking Lelouch from Code Geass. You're thinking Light Yagami from Death Note. But you also got to think Eren Yeager. He plays the antagonist really well. And he's up there. I gotta give it to Eren Yeager. I'm looking at this list, like, Kisaki from Tokyo Adventures is good. But Eren freaking Yeager, like, how many kills you gotta sense, Eren Yeager did more kill counts than all these people combined. So I'm giving it to Eren Yeager. if I'm telling you right now, Eren is going to be the first character to me in the anime world. He's going to be the first character to get both protagonist and antagonist. He got to get that award. Best fight scene. Okay, now I'm going to the best fight scene now. Let's see what we got. Best fight scene. Eren Yeager versus the Warhammer Titan. You know, props for. See, when it comes to Attack on Titan itself has the great fight scenes, the great animation, the great voice actor. It has all of them. And Attack on Titan, like Eren Yeager versus Warhammer Titan, that was a good fight. Yuji and Todo versus Hinami, that was a good fight. Because I like when they did the pose together. And the pose was, the chemistry that these two have, nailed it. Then you got Yuji and Nomura versus Eso and Kes from Jujutsu Kaisen. You know, the teamwork that these two have is really great. So I'll give them that. Elma versus Toru. Okay. On my video, I did a review on Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid S. And I talked about the rivalry that Elma versus Toru have. The same rivalry that is going like Naruto versus Sasuke, Goku versus Vegeta, Bakugo versus Midoriya. L versus Light Yagami. But when Elma and Toru go at it, the fight is so freaking beautiful. The animation was spot on. Elma versus Toru's fight lasted centuries. Centuries, I tell you. Oh, and by the way, this is not a live stream, so bear with me on this one. But still, Elma and Toru's rivalry has been going on through centuries. The good versus the evil. Good versus bad. Harmony versus chaos. Which faction would side when you're fighting on? Peace or destruction? And Elma and Toru's fight says it all. Naruto versus Ishiki. Why are we even picking this list? This list is... It's like... Naruto... I wish I had my Naruto shirt on, too. I have my Naruto posters on the side here. Naruto Uzumaki. My favorite character of all. Growing up. Nominated for Best Fight Scene against Ishiki. Again. Now, before I even get to that, let me just say this. I look at this Best Fight Scene, and I'm like, okay, these fight scenes are good, but what about the One Piece fights? What about the fights in One Piece that were there for the love, for God? Like, One Piece had some great fight scenes. I wish they had it up there, like Whitebeard versus Gold Roger. Like, come on, we ain't gonna ignore that fight. One Piece has some awesome fights. I'm surprised none of them are on that list. But again, let's go back to Naruto. I cherish Naruto with my life. I even have figures of a manga collection of Naruto. I cherish this show with my life. Naruto is the show that you learn from watching about the purpose of not giving up, follow your heart. And regardless if you're Jinchuriki or not, you are who you are. And with Naruto's fight against Ishiki, this show broke the internet. No, this episode broke the internet. I mean, we're talking about a fight scene that was legit, clean, Naruto's new mode. Rest in peace, the loss of Kurama, but still, the fight was brutal. And it was known, it was on TikTok, it was on Twitter, it was on Instagram, Facebook. The fight was better. Now, sorry. Now, Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen got 2 nominees for Best Fight Scenes. And don't get me wrong, Jujutsu Kaisen has iconic fights. Attack on Titan only had 1. And it's going by part 1. But the Naruto fight, Naruto versus Ishiki, we ain't turning back on that fight. So I'm picking Naruto versus Ishiki. Naruto, you getting my vote. As a fan of Naruto, you're getting my vote. Confirmed. Okay, next category. Best Director. Attack on Titan, let's see. Jujutsu Kaisen, Odd Taxi, Megalobox, Sunny Boy, Wonder Egg Proxy. You know, I'm looking at these 6 shows. Odd Taxi, the way I see... Because Odd Taxi right now is the talk about show. But I can see it as the dark horse. I see it as the dark horse of anime. Like this is one show you don't slept on because it's like a show that's so good. A show like this could outshine another popular show. So I'm looking at Odd Taxi and also my rankings. Those two could take it. But right now for best director, this is Mappa year. So I'm gonna give it to Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, final season part 1. Okay. Next category. Best animation. Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Muko Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, Vivi Flory Eye Song, Wandering Proxy, Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid S. So, this is a tough one. Because Demon Slayer is known for its animation. Demon Slayer has the greatest animation still to this day. Jujutsu Kaisen, Mappa never fails. Studio Mappa never fails when it comes to animation. And Jujutsu Kaisen up there. And then I'll look at Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid S. You know, Kyoto Animation, they worked so hard to make this show great. After what happened with them, it's like they came back. They came back and make a name for themselves. And Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid S is right there in the bill in terms of like it has to win. Then Jobless Reincarnation. You know, the first season of Mugen Tensei. Like, here's the thing. Jobless Reincarnation has got to be a top 10 isekai anime for all. I don't see nothing wrong with the Jobless Reincarnation. This is a really good show. Now, is it better than most of the isekais? Yeah and no. We all have opinions on our best isekais. Jobless Reincarnation is like the top of all things. Not top 3, but I'll be in the top, I'll say 6, 7 at best. But they have great animation. So if you ask me which one got, out of all these 6 shows, who got best animation, I want to say the Demon Slayer Mugen Train arc, but damn, Kobayashi Dragon Maid S kind of stepped up. So I got to go with Kobayashi Dragon Maid S for best animation. Kyoto Animation did a great job with this one. All right, now we're going to character design. Best characters design. Ranking of the King, Skate, Odd Taxi, Jujutsu Kaisen, Flory Eye Song, Wandering Proxy. You know, when it comes to character design, I gotta get it. I gotta give it to Jujutsu Kaisen. I gotta give it to Jujutsu Kaisen right here. Best score. Demon Slayer. See, I'm looking at this list. It's like some of them are unanimous, but Demon Slayer is right there. It's really unanimous. Best voice VA performance in Japanese. Gabby, Aaron, Jigen from Lupin the Third, the Spider, under Proxy. Yo, I'm telling you right now, Gabby needs to win. Gabby needs to win. Ever since Gabby first appeared on the show, the voice actress of Gabby, Ayane Sakura, she did a hell of a good job with Gabby. Gabby is everyone's favorite. And like we all said, Gabby did nothing wrong. I'm going to say that again. Gabby did nothing wrong. Yes, I know I said it's true. Now, Aaron, don't get me wrong, Aaron is up there too, but Gabby is... it's like with Aaron, we hear Aaron's voice all the time. But Gabby? I gotta take Gabby. So Gabby, you're my win for this one. Now, we're going towards the English. English voice actors. Matt Shippen as Reiki, Adam as Yuji, Brittany as Fana, Laura Bailey, Toru Honda, David Wall as Adam, and I'm gonna take a... don't get me wrong, Yuji in the dub is really good. But Toru Honda? If you watch Fruit Basket in the dub, and I have, the voice, the Laura Bailey voice in the dub for Toru Honda is really great. And don't get me wrong with Fauna, Pirate Princess. That was also good. I gotta give the Fruit Basket in English for voice best performance. I gotta give that to them. Best opening sequence. Now, for the best opening sequence, we're talking about the song and the animation of the opening. So, opening sequence. Jujutsu Kaisen opening. Attack on Titan Season Part 1. Beastars. Kobayashi Dragon Maid S. And then there's the opening for Tokyo Avengers. See, this is where this is a tough call. With Attack on Titan Season 1, Final Season Part 1, it has opening. But then you look at Tokyo Avengers, and that's still like kind of... It makes you want to move. But then Kobayashi Dragon Maid S. Oh, Kobayashi Dragon Maid S. I love the opening when they rapping as they hit the opening. I loved it. I think the last time Kobayashi Dragon Maid won an award like this was when, I think prior 3 years ago, when they won Best Ending Sequence in Season 1. I'm looking at the best opening sequence of Kobayashi Dragon Maid S, and I gotta say, I loved it. It didn't fail us. It's like, not gonna I like how they all dancing into the opening too. Yo, Tokyo Avengers is up there too, but damn! This is a really stretch opening. Odd Taxi opening was really good, and Beastars opening is really good too. But if I had to pick out of the 6, by a centimeter higher, I gotta give the Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid S on this one. Don't get me wrong, Tokyo Avengers is good. But when you're looking at openings, Kobayashi Dragon Maid S opening was really good. I loved it. Alright. Oh, by the way, as I'm going back to this one, Best Girl. I'm gonna go back to Best Girl. I'm surprised Nagatoro. Don't toy with me, Nagatoro. Should have been up there. I thought she was going to be up there. Like, literally, I thought that was. And then I'm looking at Best Antagonist. I thought Ayase from To Your Eternity was going to be up there. And I've watched To Your Eternity. It's sad to the core. Not to mention, I legit thought that Ayase was going to be up there. But damn, they should have put her. Okay. I did Best Opening. Okay. Let's go to Best Ending Sequence. Best Ending... pretty good ones. So I'm a Spider, So What, Shadow's House, Beastars, Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1, Demon Slayer. I gotta give the Demons. No, well, I'll say Demon Slayer takes the Mugen Train or takes Best Ending Sequence. I'll pick that one. Best Action. Okay, now, I'm looking at this list. Jujutsu Kaisen up there, Attack on Titan, and Demon Slayer again. This is the battle. Mappa has done so well with action. And Demon Slayer's up there too, and SSSSS thing, whatever, and Wonder Egg priority. But looking at this list, I gotta give it to Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1. And I say this because Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen have some good action in Attack on Titan. But we have to ask ourselves this. Which show will give you the more action? Which show right off the gate will give you the first action you watch it? Like the first episode you watch, action. The second episode, action. Third episode, action. The more blood, the more fights you get out of it. Out of those, the way I see it, Attack on Titan gave you that. It will give you that. Like the first episode of Attack on Titan's Final Season Part 1, they showed us that with the war and Gabby doing her work. That's the thing. And the Titans coming down. That's what I'm like, yeah, it's there. So I gotta give Attack on Titan that one. Now, Best Comedy. I love comedy anime. I loved it. I'm gonna see what they got here. So Best Comedy. Don't Toy Me Nagatoro. That was funny. Heaven Design Team. That was funny. Komi Can't Communicate. That's funny. Life Lessons with Omicha Oni-chan, On Taxi, and Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid S. Okay, now I'm looking at this list. Nagatoro is funny. Nagatoro she's funny with the senpai. She always with that senpai, and her jealous reaction towards her friends whenever they mess with senpai, she gets a reaction. It's really good. Then I'm looking at Komi Can't Communicate. Komi Can't Communicate. All her friends are hella funny. All of her friends in class are hella funny, especially Komi and her mom. Her mom is hilarious. Oh my god. This show is funny as hell. And then Life Lessons with Oni-chan. I like the opening. I'm surprised the opening up there. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. This is a guy who doesn't give a fuck about life. And he's with these teachers. And he works in a children's program too. This guy is funny. This show is hella funny. There were moments that makes me want to laugh, like when they were doing production on a cold beach day for the summer. And then when the summer coming, they had to wear coats and all that. I'm like, this show is so fucking dumb. And then you look at Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid S. Yo, Kobayashi Dragon Maid S has stepped up for his comedy as well. And Kobayashi Dragon Maid S, everything is comedy to Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid S series. There's not one bad thing about the episode. Not one bad scene that stands out to me like this episode sucks. No. But this is a close call for best comedy. I gotta give it to Komi Can Communicate. Like, it's really close the way I see it. I'm looking at Komi first. Komi's first. Kobayashi Dragon Maid S is second. Life Lessons with Oni-chan, that's third. And then Don't Toy With Me Nagatoro's fourth. But I gotta give it to Komi Can Communicate. You know how many times I watched that on Netflix? A lot. Okay. Best drama. 86, Fruits Basket, Odd Taxi, Kaki Shoujo, One Direct Priority, To Your Eternity. Now, Fruits Basket, the final season. Fruits Basket alone, as a whole, has a lot of drama. There are moments that makes you want to laugh, cry, happy, all the emotions. But To Your Eternity, I have to pick that. Because, guys, when you watch To Your Eternity, understand. To Your Eternity made my jaw drop. The first episode made me cry. And then it got to March. And then it got to, oh my God. Everything about that, especially the old lady, everything about To Your Eternity hit me. And I gotta go with To Your Eternity. To Your Eternity needs to win something. And that's best drama. Sorry about this video being long, guys, but that's how it is. Best romance. Don't Toy Me Nagatoro. See, the thing about Don't Toy Me Nagatoro is that I don't see it as a romance type vibe. Yeah, it's comedy, but not in a romance level. Then Komi Can Communicate. Like, I can see Komi Can Communicate as the comedy show, but as a romance, not so much. Beastars, okay. The Duke of Death and his maid, I see that. I'm looking at 50-50 between Horimiya and Fruits Basket. Those two are the top two shows when it comes to romance. I gotta give it to Fruits Basket the final season. Now, best fantasy. Jobless Reincarnation, Ranking of Kings, To Your Eternity, Jobless Reincarnations, Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2, The Case Studies of Venice, and One Day Priority. I'll give the edge to very tough one. To Your Eternity needs to win Best Fantasy. I'll give that one. Best Film. Bell, Evangelion 3.0, 1.0, Demon Slayer, Josie, The Tiger and the Fish, Words, Bubble Up, like Soda Pop, Shirobako, the movie, Demon Slayer, Mugen Train. Demon Slayer. This is unanimous. Guys, Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train is unanimous for winning Best Film. Because, again, when I went to the Demon Slayer movie, I didn't cry when he died. I'm not going to spoil. I cried when Rengoku died. I didn't cry when he died. Because, like I said, I read the manga before this happened. So when it got to that part, it hit me. Like, looking back on it, it did hit me. But I wasn't impactful by most people in the audience. I heard the moment his death appeared, they were like, I'm like, oh my God, here we go. And I knew this was gonna happen. He's one of the best Hashiras, if not far the best Hashiras. But again, the moment his death appeared, there was mad tears. And look, I understand that people are like, I don't have a heart. I do have a heart for him. Rengoku is one of the best. But I knew this was coming. Like, if I just watched this, not reading a manga, but if I was just to watch this, I'll be like, okay, this wins. Hey, I would cry. And now, not to mention the ending credits. Yo, come on, really? Demon Slayer Mugen Train has to win Best Film. Okay, now, the moment that I've been waiting for, as I get to it right now, the moment that I've been waiting for is right here. Anime of the Year. Brr, 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 brr. Anime of the Year. Let's do it. 86. Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1. Jujutsu Kaisen. Odd Taxi. Ranking of Kings. Sunny Boy. Okay. Where to start? 86. I want to say that's gonna. I can't say that's gonna win. Okay, I'm looking at this list. Here's where I kind of see the undeniable chance. Ranking of Kings is good. I'm on episode 8 right now. And then Odd Taxi, I'm on episode 4. Because the thing is, Odd Taxi appeared a lot on Crunchyroll and the conventions. I'm like, what's so good about Odd Taxi? I watched it and I could see why. But then you're looking at Attack on Titan Final Season and Jujutsu Kaisen. You're looking at these two shows that Mappa worked so hard on to make these shows great. Ranking of Kings and Odd Taxi to me are like the dark horse. Like, okay, what I mean is like, here's Ranking of Kings and Odd Taxi, but then you look up here, this is like Jujutsu Kaisen and Attack on Titan. And I know it's kind of too early to say, but this is this season. This is the Attack on Titan. This year is all Attack on Titan. This has to, well, I'm not saying it has to win, but think about Attack on Titan for a bit. Attack on Titan Final Season broke the internet. It broke the internet. The moment that show aired, crashed. It was on Twitter, it was on Instagram, it was everywhere. Attack on Titan was the talk about show. And still to this day, people consider Attack on Titan not only the greatest anime of all time, but in their top, not even in the hundreds. When I mean the top hundreds, I mean like it's in there like top 10 or top 20. But still, it's above the all. It belongs in the inner sanctum among the greatest animes of all time. I mean, like compared to Fullmetal Alchemist and Naruto and Sailor Moon, One Piece, Naruto, Cowboy Bebop and all that stuff. But still, Attack on Titan and then Jujutsu Kaisen. That's why I like that too. Now, here's the thing though. What will shock me if Jujutsu Kaisen will be the first anime in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards history to win back-to-back. Because remember, last year, Jujutsu Kaisen won. If Jujutsu Kaisen this year wins again, Jujutsu Kaisen just beat Attack on Titan. It's definitely going to be one of the GOATs. But looking at this list, it's very tough to call it. But I got to give the edge to Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1. I think Attack on Titan needs to win some awards. If one of these awards beat Attack on Titan, I'll react to that as well. So confirm that. Thank you for voting. Help your picks win by voting daily. Okay, so there you go. I voted. So now that I voted, I'm pretty sure I can't wait to announce the winners next month. I'm going to give you guys my reaction among the shows that's appeared, like in terms of winners, and I'll be shocking about the losers as well. So that's it for me. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to hashtag this on the Crunchyroll Anime Awards and hashtag Anime Awards to give you guys my feedback. And you can spread it around the world. You can spread to people about my reaction, my opinions on these picks. But it is what it is. So I look forward for next month Anime Awards winners. And I'll give you guys my reaction and thoughts on the Crunchyroll Anime Awards after it aired. So thank you.